Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of doubts and poor decisions, questioning your worth and purpose? Sometimes life pushes us away from what truly matters, and the pressure feels like it's crushing our dreams. But what if I told you there's a way out? The answer lies in seeking God first. In this video, you will discover what really happens when we put God at the forefront of our decisions. Get ready to see how this simple change can transform your life, bring clarity to your choices, and restore your hope. Don't miss this opportunity to change your story. But before we begin, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because the upcoming videos will be part of a series designed to help you improve your spiritual life and that of your entire family. Dear God, today I come to you in humility, acknowledging the weight I often feel in my heart. There are moments when life seems like an endless cycle of mistakes and bad decisions, as if I'm in a downward spiral, unable to find the way out. Sometimes, I feel trapped, like a bird in a cage, looking up at the sky, longing to fly but not knowing how to break the chains holding me down. Lord, doubt creeps into my mind, like a dark shadow that refuses to lift. I question not only myself but also my value in your eyes. It's painful when I wonder if I'm worthy of your love and goodness, if I deserve your grace and forgiveness. It's a heavy burden I carry, and the uncertainty consumes me, like a storm threatening to tear everything down. You, who know the secrets of my heart, are aware that I often feel lost and directionless. The decisions I've made, the choices I've taken, echo in my life, creating a cycle that seems never-ending. Sometimes, the voice of doubt shouts louder than the certainty of your love, and in those moments of fragility, fear becomes a constant companion. I ask myself, why am I here? Why can't I find the way out? These questions haunt me, and anguish settles in my soul. Lord, even when I feel like this, I know you are present. You are always by my side, even when I can't see you. Your word comforts me and reminds me that I don't have to carry this burden alone, that I can cast all my anxieties on you, like a burden left at your feet. In you, I find shelter, a safe refuge where I can rest. In your light, I seek the truth that sets me free, like the sunlight that dispels the darkness. Help me, Lord, to understand that these moments of confusion and despair do not define who I am, but are opportunities to draw closer to you and seek your wisdom. May I learn to surrender my fears and doubts to you, transforming my insecurity into a cry for your guidance. I call upon you, O God, seeking liberation. Free me from the chains of the past, from the decisions that bind me, and from the cycle of doubt that afflicts me. Teach me to look to the future with hope and faith, even when the road ahead seems uncertain and full of obstacles. May I remember that, even when I feel lost, you have a perfect plan for me, a plan that goes beyond my understanding, guiding me even in the darkest hours. Renew my spirit and strengthen my faith so that I may move forward with confidence, knowing that I am loved and valued by you, and that in you, I will always find a way home. Beloved Father, at this moment, I come to you with a heart thirsting for your presence. Life often feels like a strong current, pulling me in directions that cause me to forget my true priority. It's so easy to get distracted by the demands of everyday life, such as work, family obligations, and even worries about the future. These challenges and responsibilities seem so urgent that I often get lost in them and forget what truly matters. However, I recognize, Lord, that seeking your wisdom and guidance must be the highest priority in my life, above all else. Help me to remember that before making any decision, big or small, I need to stop and seek your will. When I look at my path, I often feel confused and anxious, not knowing which direction to take. There are many options, and the voices around me can be deafening, leading me to choices that are not aligned with your plans. May I always turn to you first, seeking your guidance and wisdom before acting, for I know that in you I find the truth that sets me free. I know that when I seek you first, your light illuminates my path, and your truth guides me. You, Lord, are the source of all wisdom, and by prioritizing your presence in my life, I can make decisions that reflect your love and goodness. I want to be like the man described in your word, who, by building his house on the rock, found safety in the storms of life. So may my life be founded on you, Lord, and may all my actions reflect the trust one have in your plan, even when the storm approaches. Lord, may my search for you not be just in times of crisis or need, but a daily practice, a non-negotiable priority. May I, in every aspect of my life, place your will above my own, knowing that only then will I experience true peace and joy. Help me to establish moments of silence and prayer, where I can step away from distractions and hear your voice gently guiding me, receiving the peace that comes from your Spirit. I call upon you, God, to teach me to seek your wisdom and direction in everything I do. May I always remember that when I put you first, everything else falls into its rightful place. May I learn to see the beauty in seeking you before making decisions, knowing that in doing so, I will be aligned with your purpose for me. May I trust in you not only in times of uncertainty but also in times of abundance, remembering that in all situations, my priority must be your will. Today, I come before you with a heart full of gratitude for your word, which is a light for my path. In moments of uncertainty and doubt, I am reminded of the powerful promise found in Matthew 6 verse 33, "But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." This passage resonates in my heart, reminding me of the importance of prioritizing your presence in my life. Lord, it's easy to get caught up in worries about what I'll eat, where, or how I'll pay the bills. Everyday life seems full of urgencies that compete for my attention. But today, I ask that you help me focus on what truly matters. Teach me to seek your kingdom above all, to place my trust in you rather than in my own strength or the circumstances around me. When I seek your kingdom, I feel a deep sense of peace and security, knowing that you will take care of me. Lord, help me understand that seeking your righteousness goes beyond my personal needs. It means living according to your principles, loving others, doing good, and seeking truth in all situations. Sometimes it's challenging, especially when I face injustices and difficulties. But I trust that by dedicating myself to seeking your will and your righteousness, I will be contributing to a better world, more aligned with your designs. I cry out to you, Father, asking for discernment in every choice I make. May I evaluate my priorities and align my heart and mind with your word. I remind myself that you already know all my needs, and that by seeking you first, the blessings I seek will come to me. May I rest in this truth and not be carried away by anxiety or fear. When I feel lost or discouraged, may I return to this promise, remembering that when I put your kingdom first, everything else falls into place perfectly in my life. May I be a living testimony of your faithfulness, showing others that when we seek you, we find not only what we need, but also a greater purpose. Today, I come to you with a grateful heart for the story of Samson, which teaches us so much about strength, weakness, and redemption. Looking at his life, I see a man who, despite his failures and wrong decisions, found his true strength in you. Lord, help me learn from Samson's journey, especially during his most challenging moments. Samson, with his supernatural strength, had a great purpose, but along the way, he made choices that led him away from you. It's easy, Lord, for me to also be distracted by the pressures of the world. Sometimes I feel like I'm battling my own weaknesses, and doubt starts to erode my confidence. However, when Samson found himself in a moment of great despair, he cried out to you for strength and direction. That prayer, in a moment of weakness, brought him renewal and power. O God, I cry out for that same strength. Help me recognize that even when I make mistakes, even when I feel like I've failed, I can always turn back to you. May I never forget that true strength is not in me but in you. Just as Samson found the strength to face his challenges by turning to you, I too can cry out to you in moments of weakness and confusion. Teach me to be humble enough to recognize that I need you in every aspect of my life. Lord, in moments of weakness, remind me that your grace is sufficient for me. When I feel I no longer have the strength to fight, may I lift my voice to you, seeking your help and wisdom. May I never be ashamed to cry out for help, for I know that you are always ready to listen and help me overcome my difficulties. Help me learn Samson's lesson, that even in the greatest battles, the key to victory is turning to you and seeking your strength. Renew my faith and spirit so that I can face life's challenges with courage, knowing that even in the darkest situations, the light of your love and strength will always shine in me. In this moment of reflection, I come before you with an open heart, seeking to understand and apply the powerful truths found in Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Your word teaches us to trust in you with all our heart and not lean on our own understanding. Lord, help me live this truth daily, allowing trust in you to be the foundation of all my decisions. Many times, I find myself in situations that seem confusing and complicated. The pressure of the world pushes me to rely only on my own logic and wisdom. But I know that if I lean on my limited understanding, I can easily get lost. Help me remember that you are infinitely wiser than I am, and that true security comes from placing my trust in you. May I always remember that even when I don't understand the path ahead, you already see the end of the journey. Lord, when fear and doubt try to overwhelm me, I want to choose to trust in you. I want to seek your guidance with every step I take, asking you to light my path and show me the right direction. By doing this, I know you will make my path straight, as you have promised. May I always place my worries and uncertainties in your hands, believing that you have a perfect plan for my life. Teach me to be sensitive to your voice, Lord. May I seek your guidance through prayer, reading your word, and counsel from fellow believers. Help me remember that trusting in you is not a passive act but an active calling to follow your lead. As I seek your wisdom, I know I will be aligned with your will, and thus, I can make decisions that will lead me to a future full of hope. In moments of doubt, remind me of the promises you made. May I trust in your faithfulness and unconditional love, knowing that you always work for my good. Lord, may I surrender not only my decisions but also my dreams and desires to you, believing that by doing so, I am aligning myself with your divine purpose. Today, I come to you with a heart willing to learn and practice the daily surrender of my life into your hands. Understanding that making you a priority is more than a declaration, it's a practice that should manifest in all aspects of my everyday life. Lord, help me see surrender as an active choice, an act of trust that I need to renew each day. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to get lost in tasks and responsibilities, forgetting that each of them can be an opportunity to seek and honor you. Help me establish a routine that includes moments of prayer and reflection, where I can talk to you and lay all my worries, fears, and desires at your feet. May I recognize that by surrendering my plans to you, I am creating space for your will to be fulfilled in my life. Lord, may this practical surrender not just be a formal act but a way of living. I want to learn to seek you not only in big challenges but also in the small daily decisions. May I remember that even the details of my life matter to you, and that your guidance can make all the difference. Help me be sensitive to your spirit, listening to your whispers amid the world's noise. When doubt and anxiety try to overwhelm me, I want to find comfort in surrender. May I confidently say, Lord, I trust you. Help me surrender not only my worries but also my dreams, knowing that you know what's best for me. May I be certain that by handing over my expectations to you, I am placing my life in the hands of a God who loves me and has a wonderful plan for me. I cry out to you, Lord, to help me practice this surrender every day. May I seek your direction in everything I do, from the simplest decisions to the most complex. By doing so, I know I will be allowing your peace and wisdom to govern my life. Beloved God, today I come before you seeking your divine protection. In a world full of uncertainties and challenges, it is comforting to know that I can trust you to protect and guide me at all times. Lord, many times I feel the weight of adversity and the threat of fear, but as I seek your presence, I find security. Help me remember that by putting you first, I am surrounded by protection that is not only physical but also emotional and spiritual. I cry out to you, O Father, to cover my life and the lives of those I love with your powerful hand. May your light shine amidst the darkness, and may your peace dwell in my heart. Even when I face challenges, let me feel the assurance that I am not alone. You are my refuge and fortress. I am reminded of the words in Psalm 91, which teach us that those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High will find safety under His wings. May I stay close to you, seeking shelter in your presence. When the storms of life rise and uncertainty threatens to lead me astray, may I find comfort in the promises of your word. Lord, help me to remember that your protection does not mean the absence of problems, but rather your constant presence in the midst of them. Let me see difficulties as opportunities for growth and faith, knowing that even in the toughest situations, your hand is upon me, guiding and sustaining me. I also ask, Lord, that your protection extends to those around me. May my family, my friends, and those I love feel the warmth of your love and the security that comes from you. May I be an instrument of your peace and protection, spreading love and hope wherever I go. Help me to be an example of what it means to live under your protection, showing others that by seeking you, we can face any challenge with courage and confidence. I surrender every area of my life into your hands, trusting that your protection is perfect and that as I walk with you, I will be guided by your love and wisdom. May my life be a testimony of your faithfulness and care. Sovereign Lord, today I stand before you with an open heart, eager to receive your wisdom that goes beyond human understanding. Life often presents us with challenges that leave us perplexed. In moments of uncertainty, like storms that surround us, it is easy to feel overwhelmed, adrift in a sea of difficult decisions. Just as a sailor lost among turbulent waves, I cry out for your light to guide my way. Yet, I know that as I seek you, I find wisdom that transcends logic and human understanding. Help me to understand that when I seek your guidance, I am not only searching for answers but also for a deeper relationship with you. I recall the story of a young man named Rehoboam, who inherited a prosperous kingdom full of promise, but in a crucial moment, he faced a choice that would change his life and the life of his people forever. He had the opportunity to ask for wisdom from the Lord, but instead, he chose to follow the poor advice of friends and counselors around him. The result was a divided kingdom, and the pain it brought was immense. Let me learn from this story, Lord, and may I not make the same mistakes. Help me always to seek your voice amidst the confusing voices of the world. May I be humble enough to recognize that without you, I am not capable of making wise decisions. I am reminded that in your word, it is written that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. May I cultivate this fear in my heart, allowing it to lead me to a deeper understanding of who you are and what you desire for my life. I ask that your wisdom permeates every aspect of my life. When I am faced with difficult choices, let me remember that true wisdom comes from you. Help me to discern between what is right and what is merely convenient, to see beyond appearances, and to trust in your vision for my future. In you, Lord, I have found the source of all wisdom, and for that, I cry out to you. I long to understand not only the situations I face, but also the purpose you have for my life. In every challenge, may I see difficulties as opportunities to grow in faith and trust, knowing that each experience is a chance to learn from your guidance. May your wisdom guide me in my interactions with others, so that I may be a reflection of your love and goodness, bringing hope and clarity to those who are lost. May my words be like fresh water in a desert, bringing relief and encouragement to those who are weary. Lord, I seek your wisdom and promise to strive to listen to it. May each day bring me closer to you, recognizing that without you, I am nothing. May my life be a testimony that, by trusting in you, I can experience wisdom that goes beyond human understanding, a wisdom that transforms, heals, and brings peace to the heart. Heavenly Father, in this sacred moment, I come to you with an eager and thirsty heart, earnestly desiring to align my life with your purpose. Often, I feel like a ship adrift, exposed to the turbulent waves of personal ambitions and the distractions the world offers. The obligations and pressures of daily life can steer me off the path you have set, leading me into a frantic pursuit of success and recognition. Yet, I know that without your guidance, I am merely following an empty path, devoid of meaning and fulfillment. Help me, Lord, to understand that by aligning myself with your purpose, I discover a deeper meaning and a satisfaction that goes beyond material achievements. I desire that my life be like a rainbow, reflecting your light in all its colors, showing the world the beauty of your love and grace. Just as the rainbow is a sign of hope after the storm, may I be a beacon of hope for those lost in darkness. Therefore, Lord, teach me to seek your will above all else, to prioritize what truly matters. Help me to pause amidst the chaos, to slow down and examine the path I am on. May I discern with clarity whether my actions align with the plans you have for me. I remember the comforting words of Jeremiah 29 verse 11, where you affirm that you have plans for peace and not for harm, to give me a future and a hope. May this promise resonate in my heart as a hymn of encouragement, motivating me to let go of what is not essential and focus on what truly matters. In every decision, I desire to hear your voice, which is soft and clear, guiding me toward your purpose. Help me remember that amidst the noise of the world, your voice is the only one that truly matters. I ask that throughout my day, I may be attentive to the small opportunities to live according to your plan. May I be a light in the darkness, a living testimony of your goodness and faithfulness. When I face challenges, help me remember that my purpose is rooted in you. Even in moments of discouragement or doubt, may I find strength and courage, knowing that every step I take in faith brings me closer to what I am truly called to be. Lord, may I seek every day to find ways to serve others and reflect your love in all that I do. May my life become a song of praise, echoing your love and mercy. May I have the courage to turn away from distractions and temptations that lead me away from your calling. Help me to remain steadfast, even when the journey seems challenging. May my life be aligned with the purpose you have for me, and in that, may I find the true joy and fulfillment that comes only from your heart. I come to you with an open heart, ready to hear your call for transformation. Today, I desire not only to cry out for change, but also to be an agent of that change in my life and in the lives of others. I recognize that true transformation begins within me, and by seeking your presence, I can experience a renewal that goes beyond the surface, touching the deepest parts of my being. How many times have I found myself thinking about how life can feel like an endless routine, a sequence of days where habits and obligations seem to imprison me? I watch the hours go by, and in the midst of the noise of everyday life, questions arise. Am I truly living? Am I fulfilling the purpose you have for me? It's easy to get lost in this current of responsibilities, forgetting that something greater is at stake. Therefore, Lord, I cry out for transformation. Help me break free from the chains that prevent me from living fully for you. In Romans 12 verse 2, we are reminded not to conform to this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. This passage deeply resonates within my heart. I understand that this transformation is not a one-time event, but a continuous process, a daily journey toward your purpose. May I let go of old ways of thinking and acting, allowing your truth to shape every aspect of my life. Help me abandon the limiting beliefs that distance me from you and prevent me from seeing how great your work is in my life. I cry out, Lord, for your light to shine in my darkness. Where there is doubt, bring clarity. Where there is fear, bring courage. And where there is weakness, bring strength. Just as sunlight dispels the darkness of night, may your presence illuminate the dark corners of my soul. May I find comfort in knowing that, even in life's storms, I can hold on to you. In every challenge I face, I want to learn to look beyond the surface, recognizing that each difficulty is an opportunity for growth. I desire that my life be a living testimony of your grace and faithfulness, reflecting the transformation you have worked in my heart. Lord, I want to invite your community on this journey of transformation. May I be an example of your love and compassion to those around me. Help me remember that I am not alone, that I am part of a body, and together we can grow and support one another in our walk of faith. May I extend my hand to others, offering support and encouragement, just as you welcome me. May my life be a testimony to the power that comes from your Spirit, and may I inspire others to seek your presence first. In this moment, I surrender every part of me to you. May my insecurities, fears, and doubts be placed in your hands, and may I trust that you are working in me, even when I cannot see it. Sometimes it's hard to believe that transformation is possible, but I know you are a God who makes all things new. May I be transformed into your image, living in alignment with your purpose and reflecting your light in this world. Help me be a beacon of hope to those who do not yet know you. May I live in such a way that people around me feel your presence through me. May my life, in its entirety, glorify your name and show the world the power of transformation that you are capable of bringing. As we come to the end of this video, it's essential to reflect on all that we've discussed. By seeking God first, we can break the cycles of doubt and confusion that often trouble us. Remember, when you align your life with a divine purpose, you not only find a clear path, but also the true satisfaction and joy that can only come from a deep relationship with the Lord. The stories we've shared, from the search for wisdom to the powerful examples of biblical figures, show us that we are not alone on this journey. Each of us faces challenges and moments of uncertainty, but we have the promise that when we seek God first, He guides and strengthens us, transforming our lives in ways we often cannot imagine. Now, I would love to hear from you. How have you been seeking God in your life? What experiences would you like to share? Leave your comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone needs. And if this video touched your heart, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and family. Together, we can spread this message of hope and transformation, reminding everyone that true peace and direction come from God. Thank you for being here with us. May God bless you abundantly on your journey of faith.